Hello Corellian, it's Jeff Harrison here, and I want to show you something that I've discovered in CorelDRAW that might be an issue for you. And what it is having excessive data fields in the Object Data Manager. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let's explore that now. You can go to the Window menu item and scroll down to Dockers, then look for Object Data. That'll open up this Docker here. Now right now it looks like it's empty. CorelDRAW 2020, if I create a shape, suddenly it'll populate with a whole bunch of different things here. And so I noticed all of this crazy stuff, and if you look to the right, I've got a little scroll bar there, and I can scroll down and see a lot of crazy characters in there. And so I ran some VBA code on my system just to see how many different things were in my 2020 installation, and it found this many different data fields there. So I'm pretty sure I don't need any of that stuff because I don't even use my Object Data Manager for anything. So all of that stuff is kind of lurking behind the scenes, and I found that in a bunch of different CorelDRAW installations that I have on the same machine. Let's take a look at how to clear that out. Okay, to thin this down, click on the second icon in from the left, this one right here. Now it's going to take a little while in my case to open this up even because there's so many different things there. And what I'm going to do is to delete groups of these. You could probably do all of yours in one shot. There's really only two different ones that need to be in here. But what I don't know is if I was to select, let's say from the very top one there, which is already selected, I'm just going to go down a little ways, press down Shift and hold it, left click on another one, give it a moment, and it should be able to select between those two different ones. Okay, it's finally selected them. That took 3 or 4 minutes just to select those ones. Pretty crazy. So now I'm going to delete those. And then give it a moment. I couldn't believe how long that took to select them. I had to actually rerun this video because I tried to select them all one time before, but it just crashed on me. So there we go. So that thinned it down a little bit. So it's basically that process. If I was to scroll up here, I'm not seeing, there's basically two different names in here that have to be in here. And what I don't know for sure is if I select them and try to delete them, if it'll just leave them behind. I have had the same problem in other versions of CorelDRAW as well. Cleaned up those on my same system. So I'm just going to grab, let's say, I don't know, these few here. Go to delete field. Maybe that'll go a lot quicker, really sure. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean all of this up. And I just wanted to give you guys a video of what I've discovered on my own system across numerous CorelDRAW versions. And maybe it'd be useful or interesting for you to clean up your own CorelDRAW installations if you feel that you have excess entries here. Well, I took the time to delete all that stuff out of here, and that just leaves behind name and CDR static ID. But for some reason, when I close the file, all this stuff still shows over here, even when I close CorelDRAW and open it again. So I don't know why this stuff is still there, or what I have to do to permanently get rid of it all. Here in CorelDRAW 2019, I'm just going to see how it responds to this process. But this time around, I'm not going to check these boxes there on the right. I'm just going to go pick name, scroll to the bottom, shift select the last one there, uncheck those, hit delete. I missed one there, looks like. I'll just undo that, delete, close, and then see. See, all this stuff still shows up here, and I don't know why. It's all kinds of garbage. Just wanted to find out what 2019 does. So I did a little searching here, and I see that this is where this data is stored. And you can see the paths there. You can look at the larger files here, for example, to take a look at under my 2017 install, for example. what that looks like. It's got all those, weird characters in there. And so I'm going to play around with cleaning all this up. It seems like CorelDRAW is still leaving some of it behind, so I want to have nice clean files, and so I'm going to go for that. So in 2020, no matter what I do, it leaves this remnant behind here. So I'm going to actually just delete this whole file and launch 2020. Hopefully it'll recreate that from scratch since it's deleted from there. And it finally is. So it's cleaned out and rebuilt it from a default. So that's good. Finally got it clean.